Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day today and you're staying focused on our beautiful future and happy and healthy. Today I want to share with you a tool that is going to help you on your journey. It's going to protect you and help you to heal yourself. It's a very powerful tool, and that is this little baby, black tourmaline. Let me hold this up nice and close so you can see it. Okay, this is black tourmaline. This is a crystal that you can buy on the internet. You can buy it from Amazon, or you can buy it at a crystal shop. Make sure when you purchase these kind of things that you get it from a reputable dealer, and you make sure that it's not plastic or glass or something that's been dyed a specific color. So make sure it's reputable. Do your research before you just buy it. But this is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline resonates and vibrates with your root chakra. It helps ground you to the earth. And negative energy does not like this guy. It stays away. So if you're being psychic attacked, whether you're awake or you're sleeping, there's a lot of people that while they're sleeping or while they're meditating, they can be psychic attacked. There are demons still around us here on earth. They haven't been cleaned off yet. The planet still has shadow people and demons and negative ETs here and different types of evil spirits, and there's just lots of negative stuff. And then you have what I call negative energy vampire people, and they can be your family, they can be your friends, your neighbors, in the grocery store, everywhere. They're still here. So until all of that stuff has been removed from planet Earth, we have my little friend black tourmaline here. And black tourmaline, what you can do with this is you can take this and place it under your bed at night when you're sleeping, and that will protect you from getting psychic attacked while you're sleeping by entities. I've actually had several clients and friends, very good friends, who have told me that they were being psychic attacked while they were sleeping, and then I recommended this to them, and hopefully things have improved for them. But I will not sleep without this under my bed because I have been psychic attacked. I've been through this before in the past. And I put this under my bed every night when I sleep. I also put it next to my bed. And I keep it around the house. Another place you can put it to protect you is in your car, because I've actually had demons hop into my car before. In fact, one time I parked my car on a street that had a lot of what I call hell portals around and demonic entities floating around, and one of them decided to hop in the back seat of my car. And I was driving home, this thing popped up behind me, and it was telling me it was going to strangle and kill me. So luckily I had Archangel Michael deal with that thing and remove it, thank God. But the fact of the matter is I didn't have this in the car. If I would have had this in the car, it would have stayed out. They do not like this. It vibrates at a very, very high vibrational field. It's very, very high vibrational crystal. And it's very beautiful too. It's pretty to have it all around your house. It's very shiny and glistening. Absolutely beautiful crystal. So what you do with this is you can put it in your car. That way, wherever you take your car, the negative entities will stay away from you. The negative energy will stay away. You can carry it in your left pocket. Now, the left side of your body is the receiving side of your body. So if you carry it in your left pocket, that's beneficial, especially when you go into a grocery store or public place where there's all sorts of negative energy vampires walking around you. If you're going to go hang out with family that are negative energy vampires, keep this with you. If you're going to be around friends that are kind of negative energy, keep this with you. If you have somebody coming over to your house and you don't know what their energy is going to be like, keep this with you. This will really, really help you to keep away that negative energy. It'll protect you from psychic attack, black magic attack, all that type of stuff. And it'll allow you to stay healthy. And the reason this is good for healing and health is because it helps with your root chakra. If you have any root chakra issues, like you have lower back pain, you have pain in your tailbone, you have problems with your rear end, hemorrhoids, whatever, there's all sorts of different problems you could have. You could have prostate cancer. There's so many problems that are associated with the root chakra. Problems with your legs, your knees, your feet, anything like that. Circulatory problems with the lower part of your body. This resonates with that part of you, and it will help you to heal that. So it will also help to ground you, keep you grounded to Mother Earth. And especially when you're meditating, it's really important to have this because you need to always ground center and protect yourself when you are going to sit and meditate because you don't want anything negative to interfere. You don't want demonic entities or negative ETs or anything like that to come in when you are quieting your mind and trying to connect with Mother, Father, God, because you send this channel up, out of you, to connect, and you're trying to have a conversation with what we call the divine, maybe your angels, maybe your guides. And there's all this interference that can come in from these negative ETs, demonic, stuff like that. So you always ground, center, and protect. And the way that you can protect is asking Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around you. Always ask him to come in and help you. You cannot ask him in your mind because he's not allowed to read your mind and your thoughts. Your thoughts are private, only God can read them. So you ask out loud before you sit down, and you ask Archangel Michael to protect you. Hold some of this in your left hand. It will help you to ground yourself. It will help to protect you, and then you can meditate. Another one for that is hematite. Hematite is really good for grounding. It will not protect you from negative energy, but it will help you for the grounding part. I like to, when I'm meditating, I actually like to hold one of these and a hematite because then I have kind of double whammy on the grounding, and then I have this for protection. Before you go to bed at night, you should always ask Archangel Michael to protect you while you're sleeping so nothing can mess with you, no ETs can get to you, none of the entities, demons, succubus, incubus, any of that kind of stuff can get to you. Evil spirits, wendigos, whatever. They can't mess with you if you ask Michael to protect you and your guardian angels to protect you while you sleep, and then keep this under your bed. What I do with it is you have two choices. You can either put it under your mattress or you can stick it under your entire bed. I stick it under the bed frame because I'm kind of like the princess and the pea. If this was under my mattress, I would feel it and I'd get a backache or something. So I put it on the ground, on the floor, right under my bed. I also have another one under my bed that is called Carillion Shungite. And the Carillion Shungite is also another protection crystal. Do I have one here? Let's see. Nope, don't have one here to show you. But Carillion Shungite is also a black crystal, and that one protects you specifically from EMFs, 5G, Wi-Fi, cell phone towers, and those types of energies, those kind of frequencies, radio frequencies. This one is more of the spiritual protection, and then the black Shungite is more of the protection against the actual like radio frequencies, Wi-Fi, cell phone, that type of thing. Also, just electronics in general, they put off what we call EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, which are really bad for our body, our spirit, everything. So this has become kind of my best friend. I love this guy. This is just, I have a whole collection. Actually, I have a whole bowl of them right next to me here at the computer. Because these are so good at collecting negative energy, I'm going to give you a warning, big warning here. You need to clean this frequently. In fact, I've been a very bad girl. I just realized when I was making this video, when I started making this video, actually before I started it, I realized I hadn't cleaned this in a while and I need to go clean it. So you have to clean it regularly because it is so good. It's almost like a negative energy magnet. So it basically sucks up all the negative energy and it keeps it away from you. Okay, it keeps it out of your physical realm and out of your astral, your physical, your etheric bodies, your emotional, whatever, all your bodies, which I talk about in my my book. Keeps it out of you. It sucks it up. It's a really good like sponge. It's like a sponge, a negative energy sponge. You got to clean it. So I'm sure you're sitting there going, what did she talk about? You got to clean it. Let me explain about cleaning. So there's many ways you can clean crystals to get rid of negative energy and then program them. And it's important for you to program your crystals too. The way that you clean them is, in this case, with this one, you can run it under icy cold water, or you can take it and stick it in a salt bath. The salt bath meaning not a water with salt mixture, but you would take just salt, just regular salt. You put it in, especially Himalayan salt. It's really high vibration. You put it in a little box. You stick this and bury it in the salt. Leave it there for, I don't know, overnight or something. I like to usually, if I'm going to do salt, I clean it overnight. So I put it in, I go to sleep, I wake up in the morning, it's done. If you run it under the water for a full minute, for 1 full minute, and you keep turning it in the water to get all the sections, that's usually good enough. Some crystals you cannot get wet. So like selenite crystal, which is really high vibration protection crystal and healing crystal, selenite cannot be washed. If you wash that crystal, it will destroy it. There are crystals that you can charge in the sun. Like this one, you could also just put on the grass. You can also clear it and ground it and do stuff with it by just putting it on the grass and leaving it in the sun for several hours or a few hours even. But there's crystals that can't have that done to them either. So citrine is one of those. If it gets sun exposure, it actually ruins the crystal. So I highly recommend you all get a book called The Crystal Bible, because the Crystal Bible explains to you about each one of the crystals that you can use, how you use them for healing, what they do for your full body, and how you clean them, how you take care of them, how you program it. It explains that. I also have a friend, Ileana, the Star Traveler, who wrote an amazing, her book is even 100 times more comprehensive than the Crystal Bible. And if you're interested in that, I can put a link to her book. Actually, I'm going to put it in the description here on this video. So I'll have a link to the Crystal Bible for you, and I'll have a link to her book. And just so you know, I don't get any money from these. I'm not signed up in any way as any kind of an affiliate or anything. I'm just telling you about these books because I use them and I love them and they work for me. I'm not sharing them because I'm going to get any kind of a payment or anything like that. In fact, I won't even get a thank you because she's not going to know that I sent those people because it's through Amazon. So I'll put those links for you for the Crystal Bible and for Ileana's crystal book. She spent literally thousands of hours writing that book. And it's like, I think she said it was over 1,000 pages long. She just recently redid it and revamped it and added some more stuff in. But it's a really comprehensive book on how to use crystals for healing and protection and all the different things. And also gridding your house. You can use these all around your house to protect your house. So, but the reason that this works is because everything is made of energy, frequency, and vibration. I'm energy, frequency, and vibration. This is, you are, the computer is, God is. It's called the quantum field, quantum physics. It's actually science. It's scientifically proven that everything that exists in reality is energy, frequency, and vibration. This vibrates at a specific frequency that's a very high vibration, and that is what makes it able to protect you. So that's all that's about. When you get these and you get it in the mail, you're going to want to clean it right away because you have no clue who the heck touched that thing, where it went, where it was, what interfered with it in the mail on the way to you when it was shipped to you. And even if you buy it in a store, you have no idea who's had it, who's held it, who's touched it, and they could have put their icky energy on it. So as soon as you get this thing, you need to clean it. You need to wash it or put it in a salt bath. You can also smudge it with sage. Some people do it that way. You can also place it on a selenite charging stand. You can buy a big flat piece of selenite crystal and you can place your other crystals on there and then they will be cleared that way. That's another way to clear crystals. Or you can stick it on the grass in the sunshine. Okay. So those are all the ways you can clear it. The next thing you would want to do is bless it. Ask God. You hold it maybe in your left hand and you ask God to bless it so that it protects you. Bless it and ask God to put in the highest frequency of unconditional loving energies into that crystal so that it is used for your highest good and best interest. And that's what you want to ask for, because crystals can be programmed. And keep in mind that the military uses crystals for all kinds of weapons. Crystals are very, very powerful. Crystals are used in computers, they're used in watches, they're used in the military, they're used all over. So that shows you how powerful crystals are. If somebody is turning a crystal into a weapon, that's a pretty powerful object. So anyone who thinks this is just a rock, I've had people in my family laugh at me and say, oh, it's just a rock, it doesn't do anything. I beg to differ. I have gone through years and years of healing myself over and over again using crystals, and I've done a pretty good job healing myself using these things. So they're very, very good tools, very, very good tools. They're just a tool that God created. God has made all sorts of beautiful, amazing things on this earth. This planet is just a gorgeous planet that's full of so many amazing healing tools for us. There's plant medicines that God made. There's these crystals that God made. There's all these wonderful natural things on this planet that God has given us to heal us and to protect us and to nourish our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. So this is giving you a way to connect more with God and God's creation by getting yourself some of these beautiful crystals and keeping them around your house to protect you, carrying them with you when you go out in public, and placing them under your bed. And when you sleep at night, hopefully that will keep away the boogeyman, as my father used to refer to it. And it's kind of interesting because when I was a little girl, my dad used to tell me stories of the boogeyman, and my parents didn't realize how psychic I was when I was born, and I could see things. I saw things. And when I was, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, there was a dude that would be in my room at night watching me sleep, and he had like a black suit and like a skeletal, scary looking face, and he was a boogeyman, all right, and he was not good. He kind of looked like there's a guy who's like a voodoo. He's kind of like the voodoo evil spirit king guy. I forgot his name. It's like, I think it's like Papa something. I'm not going to say his name on video because I'm not uttering any evil names here. But there's a voodoo guy who's really bad, and that's what this guy looked like. But this guy would be hanging around my room when I was a kid, and then we moved out of that apartment and into another one, and then he was gone. So it was something connected with that apartment. If I was a kid and I had a Kimberly, somebody like me there to advise me to put one of these under my bed at the time, I would have done it. I would have done it because it was very scary. So if you have kids in your household, and your children tell you, Mama, I see the scary thing at night, do not ignore them and do not discount those kids, because kids can see things. They see things. When they say they're playing with an imaginary friend, I have news for you. That's not an imaginary friend. They're actually either seeing their guardian angel, or they're seeing a ghost, or they're seeing a spirit, or an ET, or something like that. They're seeing something because kids are able to see this stuff. So if they tell you that they're seeing stuff, give them one of these and tell them to put it under their bed, okay? Or you put it under their bed for them, and you don't even have to tell them you put it there. You can just put it under there. Have the kids carry these in their pocket when they go places. You know, it'll protect your kids too. Even kids have to be protected from negative energy. And honestly, I started collecting these things when I was 2, 3 years old. I had a lifetime in Atlantis, and anybody who lived in Atlantis 25,000 years ago, before it was destroyed, is addicted to crystals. We all love crystals. We collect rocks, crystals, and minerals, and we have them all over our houses. Anybody you ever meet, if you walk into somebody's house and they have these everywhere, chances are they lived in Atlantis, because the Atlantean civilization was run by crystals, because they used crystals to power everything up. That was what the power source was, and it's also what made up the cities. A lot of the city was made of crystals. They were everywhere. They were just everywhere. Crystals was a huge part of that culture. So anybody who lived back then had these things. I had seriously a thing for crystals since I was 2, 3 years old. I started picking them up off the ground and collecting them, and never stopped. So I have hundreds of them, and they're beautiful to look at. They're gorgeous. It's God's creation, and it's really kind of cool when you see all the different colors, and you can look at that and say, wow, God created this multicolored thing and this blue thing and this red thing, and look how pretty these are. You know, they're fabulous. So this is my buddy for the day that I'm sharing with you, and I hope this will help you, and that you will consider using this for protection, because we are not completely in 5D yet until all of the humans, until the whole collective of humanity has gotten fully into 100% fifth density. We do have bad energies here. We have negative energy vampire people. We have that are third density. There's still people here that are around us, or family or friends that are third density. and they really suck and drain our energy. We also have demonic entities, we have negative ETs, we have all of these things around. So between now and when those things have been removed from our planet, or our third density friends and family have either woke or left the planet, because one of those two things will happen. They will either wake up and they will raise their vibration, or they will leave here. They will totally leave here. So until all of that energy is gone, this guy, okay, consider it, think about it, use it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below about this. And I hope this has been helpful for you. And I love you all, and I'm so grateful that you are here joining me on this channel. I hope to see you again on the next video. And if you like this, hit the like button so more people can see it. Share it with any friends that it might be of value to, especially if they have your friends or their kids are having issues with entities at all. Tell them about this baby, and hit the little button on the, what is that, the bell on the subscribe, so that you get more videos for the future. Thank you for being here, and see you later. Bye.